Welcome to TITA Talks. My name is Sonia Puopolo, and I'm your host. It is a great privilege and pleasure to welcome Michelle Areces, founder of Keto Kitchen to Go, Keto Bakery, and Keto Health, based in Miami, Florida, where she resides with her husband, Nima, and teenage daughter, Elahe. Keto Kitchen to Go is a wellness company that offers guidance, coaching, and ready-to-eat keto meals to support the improvement of your overall wellness while addressing existing health issues. The program is designed to promote holistic well-being and provides personalized nutrition coaching and includes bespoke nutrition plans specifically focused on learning to eat the right foods that can support the healing of and prevent chronic health conditions, including epilepsy, heart disease, cancer, Parkinson's disease, and obesity. Today, we will unleash the healing power of keto and discuss how to nourish your body and transform your life. Are you ready to supercharge your health and unlock the healing power of nutrition? For our audience watching and or listening, you may be asking, what exactly is keto? Today, we will learn more about the keto diet or keto lifestyle, and not just about shedding those extra pounds, although that's a fantastic bonus, but about the keto nutrition plan that can also be a powerful tool for healing a range of health issues. We will learn about Michelle's own personal and transformative journey with battling Lyme disease and why she is so thankful. Remember, food is medicine, and providing your body with the right nutrients is crucial for optimal health and vitality. But as with all and any lifestyle change, it's important to consult with a healthcare professional or registered dietitian before diving into any diet. Today, we are talking about the game changer that is the keto diet and how it can revolutionize your well-being in the healing power of nutrition, a self-care tool for you. Welcome to TITA Talks, Michelle.
Thank you for having me, Tita. This means so much. Thank you for incorporating me into your own journey.
Tell us about your healing journey and the inspiration of Keto Kitchen to Go.
Well, it's a long one. I spent 10 years undiagnosed with Lyme disease and going from doctor to doctor, consistently being sick, having no answers. My career was to blame because I was a workaholic. So all the aches and pains, the being tired, the brain fog, the infections, the viruses I would contract, all the doctors would link it to my lifestyle. The stress of working so much, the long hours, not eating correctly. And because you're taught to have faith in the medical system, I didn't question. It made sense to me. I was, running around like a lunatic most of the time. So of course I was going to be depleted and vulnerable. And so I went on like that for 10 years. And then my husband was bit by a tick 10 years later. Wow. And contracted Lyme. And so that kind of opened a gateway for me to get checked out.
Wow.
My husband remembered a story where Tim Ferriss, who wrote Tools of Titans, in that book, he had a one-line excerpt that said he had cured his Lyme with the use of the ketogenic diet and antibiotics. He convinced me to try it. And fast forward 9 months, I go see my homeopath. I had told him when I decided to start keto that I was going to stop therapy and I was going to just give this a chance. And he laughed at me and he said, when you're done playing, come see me because we have new treatments. And one of them incorporates Rocephin, which is a broad spectrum antibiotic, and colloidal silver, which is a natural
Yes.
antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, and we're going to do infusions. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to give this a try. Fast forward 9 months, I go in, he's not there, his partner's there, looks at me in disbelief and says, I think the Lyme is back. You look awful. You look emaciated. I had lost about 30 pounds. Okay. And my soul just sunk to my feet. I had never felt better. I was living my best life. I felt like I was healing every day, and he just didn't believe it. So he ran all the tests, ran blood work to no avail, and said, I'll call you. So I went home crying, told my husband that the Lyme was back, that the doctor, was not happy, that he didn't believe I was doing well. And Nima at the time said, you know what? Have faith in what you're doing.
Yeah.
You feel good. So let's wait. 2 days later, he calls me back and he says, kid, I don't know what you're doing, but your Lyme markers aren't there. Your inflammation markers are gone. Your cholesterol markers are balanced. Your A1C is okay, and so forth. And just continue doing what you're doing. And so I've been doing this now for 6.5 years. And so after a few months, we sat down and I'm like, I think this is a business. I can't continue doing this. My catering kitchen that wasn't being used. So I moved the whole operation there.
Yeah.
And started building it from there.
Wow.
And so since then, I've been busy with research, with courses, biohacking courses, conferences, seminars.
Yes.
I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
But I've spent literally 7 years immersed in learning how to heal and trying to help people. So we've had thousands of clients
and you
come
have
to our doors.
Your own journey.
Yeah, my own journey. And they've had all different issues, different diseases, from depression to HIV, to cancer, to metabolic disorders, to Lyme disease. And I've treated each and every one as a case study and applied my personal journey.
Yes.
Things that I've been taught and things that I've learned to try to help them heal.
Wow.
So
what are the main principles of the keto diet, and how does it differ from other popular diets?
Okay, well, I hate to call it a diet.
Okay.
Because it's more of a lifestyle than a diet. A diet implies that you're trying to get thin. You're trying to change your appearance. And this was created by the Mayo Clinic over 100 years ago for children with epilepsy. You start entering ketosis, you burn fat for fuel, and you enter this anti-inflammatory state. You start depriving disease of sugars and inflammation. So you create what they call a Herxheimer's effect, which is a die-off effect of the pathogens that we either contract or we coexist with.
Right.
Okay? And when you burn fat for fuel and you don't have carbs interrupting the metabolic process, fat burns fat. So you lose weight. And that's really why it's become popular. Most people don't know about the healing benefits of keto.
Right. So
is a leading cause of many of these things, especially neurological diseases, Parkinson, Alzheimer's, dementia, MS.
Yes.
Okay. Then if you reduce the inflammation, it's going to get a little better. I'm not saying it's going to correct the disease, but it won't let you
symptoms
progressively get worse. Okay.
Yeah.
And number two, if all disease requires sugar, inflammation to flourish, doesn't it make sense that if you restrict those two things, you're going to start making a dent in these organisms? Right. You're either going to weaken them, or the kill off is going to be, obvious.
But do you have experience like helping, making food and coaching people who've experienced those conditions?
Thousands.
I've seen improvements, right?
I've seen improvement if they're willing to commit. And this is where the catch is. Okay. Yeah. If you're willing to commit to keto and not cheat and respect the process, you will start healing. Okay. Yes. Now, if you think you can tweak it and create your own version and, cheat every once in a while,
Yes. It doesn't work like
And
that.
no, you can't, because when you cheat, your insulin spikes and that sugar becomes fat in the liver and you don't metabolize the fat. And then you create inflammation. And so you're throwing off all the benefits, okay, because you had a quick fix.
Right.
Carb. Okay. Most people, okay, cannot stay away for long periods of time without falling off the wagon and having some sort of carbohydrate. And I hear it all the time. Oh, I don't eat sugar, but I have to have my fruit. I don't eat sugar, but I have to have pasta at least once a week. Okay, well, guess what, guys? If you're thin, okay, and you're healthy, it's okay. Have your pasta or have your fruits. But if you're battling chronic issues, okay, disease doesn't care if it gets it in the form of a fruit or if it gets it in a bowl of pasta. Sugar is sugar is sugar. And that's what people either don't understand or don't want to understand.
I was looking at the U.S. adult obesity rate that stands at 42.4%. Harvard University's T.H. Chan School of Public Health says one of the most recent and careful global estimates finds that roughly 500 million adults are obese, defined as a body mass index or BMI of 30 or higher. That's almost 10% of men, 14% of women, and it's nearly doubled the rate of obesity since 1980. So nearly 1.5 billion adults were overweight or obese. Many people associate the keto lifestyle, keto diet with weight loss. Can you explain why this keto lifestyle is often effective for weight management? And what are there, if any, are there any potential challenges or risk associated with following a keto lifestyle?
Well, there's always risks involved if you're not going to follow it to the T. And so what happens with, that part of the population, the individuals that are obese, is that whenever you do a carb restrictive diet, you're going to lose weight. What makes keto successful is that when you reduce carbs, let's say you do a low carb diet, you still have a certain amount of carbs present. As long as you have carbs present, okay, they trigger the neurotransmitters in the brain to keep you hungry. Okay. When you remove the carbs, fat, on the other hand, signals the neurotransmitters, tells them you're full.
Right.
Okay, so you don't overeat. So when these individuals start taking part in a ketogenic lifestyle, okay, they're eating a carb restrictive diet, but they're being satiated by the fat. So they're not going crazy. Okay. And their cravings little by little diminish. Okay. Eventually tapering off into a portion control meal. So they can start eating a lot of fat, but unlike carbs, you can't overeat fat. You just get to a point where you're just like grossed out.
Yes.
Okay. And so that is where keto differs from a low carb diet. A low carb diet will keep you hungry. A high fat diet or a keto diet will satiate you at some point.
Okay.
And because you don't have the carbohydrates interrupting the metabolic process, fat burns fat. So these individuals start losing weight.
Okay.
Now, what happens is, in my experience, they're not taught how to implement a proper keto diet. Okay. Where they have a healthy amount of vegetables, which is 5%.
Yes.
Healthy amount of protein, which should be grass-fed because you're ingesting whatever the animal eats, and organic, which is 25%, and 70% of healthy fats.
Okay.
So instead, what I see in the media and social media is individuals suddenly having a low-carb bread made out of regular flour that's highly inflammatory, processed meats that are ranked at the top of the World Health Organization as a carcinogen, and cheeses that are processed, aren't organic, and it's what they're calling now dirty keto. Well, guess what? You can lose weight on dirty keto, but you're going to make yourself sick.
So those are some of the potential challenges or risk associated. But
they're taking shortcuts.
I see.
And because of all the misinformation that's out there,
yes,
okay, they're going to potentially get sick. So you already have somebody who's obese, okay,
yes,
who probably could have diabetes, could be pre-diabetic, could have heart issues,
yes.
could have blood pressure issues, could have liver problems, etc.
Right.
And now, just to lose weight, you're having them eat processed foods, things that cause inflammation, but just because they're carb restricted, they're losing weight and they think they're doing it right.
Wow.
And that's my biggest argument with people, that, losing weight,
yes,
or remaining at the same weight is not a sign of doing it correctly.
Michelle, how can one ensure that they're getting all the necessary nutrients while following a keto diet? And can you provide some practical tips for someone who is interested in starting a keto lifestyle, let's say, for nutrition?
Well, listen, it's no diet is ever going to give you, a proper balance of nutrition. Okay. First, you need to do it correctly, meaning get yourself healthy vegetables, get yourself healthy fats, healthy protein, put your macros together, and start seeing how you feel. In my book, it's not about adding, it's about taking out.
Okay, yes.
Less is more. So start eating this way, see how you feel, and stay hydrated.
Yes.
It's not only nutrition, it's water, it's sleep. There's other factors that contribute to health. But when you start a keto lifestyle, start watching how you feel. Okay. And then if you feel like something's missing, there's doctors out there, there's functional medicine, there's biohackers out there that can test you for supplement deficiency. One common mistake people make is they over supplement because they want to be sure. And over supplementation can be worse than missing supplements.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, that would be my advice. And get checked out. If you are missing something, incorporate it little by little.
Right.
See how you feel.
And you did that. It took time, and do you still try new things and see what works and see what doesn't work? And you
all the time. But I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I live my life as a minimalist. Okay.
Yes.
I'm on keto now. My God, since 2017, I've been eating this way.
Yes.
And the longer you're on keto, the less you eat if you're doing it correctly.
Right.
Okay. My body's fat adapted. I take very minimal supplementation. I'm religious about my probiotic. I'm religious about my collagen because I'm a girl and we have a little bit of vanity here and there. So, I want to make sure skin, nails, joints, hair, is up to par as we age.
Right.
And I take my vitamin C on a daily basis. And I wish I was better about my vitamin D3 with K2.
Right.
But other than that, I don't take anything. I don't take bioidentical hormones, not because I don't believe in them, but because my markers are where they need to be. My testosterone's low. Right. And I tried taking testosterone and I gained 10 pounds. I got chin hair and I broke out and I was like, forget it. I'd rather not have testosterone. So I never took it again. I took it for 1 month, didn't like it. And I don't feel like I need it. You have to listen to your body. My body tells me everything. I'm acutely in touch with all the kinks that I have going on. And it's funny because I've had COVID 3 times.
Okay.
And I've known exactly not only what to do, but I knew when I had contracted something because my appetite was ferocious. Wow. So I knew I had contracted a pathogen that wanted to get fed.
Wow.
And so, it's funny when you listen, when you really get to know yourself and you respect the process.
Yes.
And you just don't try to explain it or make up explanations like, you know what, oh, last night I went out late, so that's why I'm hungry today. Or, you know what, I had too much to drink, or I've been working too much. Yes, those things definitely contribute to how much appetite you have, or how much it's suppressed.
Right.
But you need to know when you're not feeling 100% and when to do a little more to feel better.
Right, right. Well, our philosophy is that true self-care relies on all four pillars of a healthy lifestyle. So that's exercise, nutrition, rest, healing, and mindfulness meditation.
100%.
This is our formula for health, happiness, and longevity. And when these four pillars are in alignment, we can achieve harmony and equilibrium. What is your daily wellness routine, and what self-care tools do you use on a daily basis? I love that you already shared with us. You take your supplements, you use your vitamins, you follow the keto lifestyle. What else is part of
So
your?
listen, it's going to sound funny. You know, I have my 4Gs and I apply them every morning. Okay.
Oh, no. Okay.
It's gratitude, gut,
Oh.
giggles, and greatness. Okay. I wake up, gratitude, gut, giggles, and greatness.
And greatness. I love it.
And I don't share this with too many people because I find it a little quirky and out there, but I wake up in a state of gratitude every morning.
Yes.
You know, I got a second chance at life.
Yes.
And, you know, I appreciate it every second of the day. Yes. I count my blessings the minute I wake up.
Love it.
Okay. I look in the mirror and I talk to myself about, you know, needing to appreciate things even more. And then with that said, I go and I take care of my gut. So I take my probiotic, I take my water with lemon. It's the first thing I do in the morning. And I'm not consistent about much in my life, but I am consistent about that, you know. And then from there, I find a moment to laugh.
Yes.
Laughter is medicine. And if you start your day on a positive note, whether it's laughing with my dogs, or if my husband wakes up and, you know, or I'll sing something, you know, that makes me giggle.
Yes.
And then I go out there and I try to achieve greatness. Whether it's with my daughter, whether it's with the upkeep of my house, my business, my husband, being a friend, you know, or being great to myself.
Absolutely.
I think we take ourselves for granted, especially as women.
Yes.
You know, we've been brought up to believe that we have to live with this guilt and, you know, second best to so many things. Yeah. And so I talk myself into greatness.
Love it.
Because life throws you so many curveballs that it's easy to lose sight of, you know, your real mission, which is to be happy and to help others and to love, love, love.
I love it.
So
what does the healing power of nutrition, a self-care tool for you, mean to you?
Oh my God. You know what? It's the foundation of my life. Okay. I feel that, you know, the journey is eternal. Absolutely. We're here to learn and grow and so forth. But with keto as my foundation, like I said at the beginning of this interview, it puts me in a state, okay, of calmness where I'm able to receive from people, from the universe, messages, my own intuition. I can listen to my gut. Okay. And that always brings about a message. And it's like I tell my clients, it's great to do, I don't know, infrared therapy, ozone therapy, hyperbaric chambers, infusions, meditation, you know, listen to frequencies. All these things are fabulous healing tools. Yes. But if you're feeding disease and you're doing all these things, and yet you're ingesting a pizza, a piece of cake, a bowl of pasta, okay, fruits every single day, you're feeding disease. So enter keto, you stop feeding disease, and then you incorporate all these different modalities, you're going to heal. It's not a wash anymore. It's not a Band-Aid. Okay, it's a step forward. And every day that you do this and you love yourself, it gets easier and easier.
Do you believe that keto can be for everybody, or do you believe that keto is just for certain people?
It's obviously not for everybody. Nothing in life is for everybody, but it can be for you if you take it seriously.
Okay.
You know, I have clients that never believed in keto, okay, and then did it for a month, were wowed, okay,
Wow. Yes.
embraced what they learned, and then they got off of it and started living a different kind of life.
Okay.
They started restricting their carbs. Maybe they ate fruit every day. Now they eat it once a week. You know, maybe they ate pizza every Sunday as a treat. Now they eat it once a month. You know, so you start respecting. And, you know, again, you have to be all in. I say there's no gray area with keto. Either it's black or it's white. Either you believe or you want to believe or you don't.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So therefore, it's not for everybody.
I think that once you start to feel better, you're never going back. You just want to.
I wish that was the case.
You know?
I wish that was the case. But as human beings, we are wired to sabotage our own happiness. And so that's a whole other conversation, because that's spiritual growth. And unfortunately, sugar is such a great addiction that it doesn't matter how well we feel. That little devil on our shoulder always says, well, you know what? Maybe that little piece of cake isn't going to hurt you. Enter that little piece of cake and the cravings start again. And you get the wheels churning and addiction returns. And I tell you from experience, I was dying. So no one had a better reason than I to not fall off the wagon. But the second I started feeling well and I got the green light that my markers were in check, I cheated. And what happened?
You got sick again.
Down the rabbit hole.
Wow.
Down the rabbit hole, woke up a ton of symptoms. So today I take it seriously.
Yes, you have to live by that very yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Michelle, you're such an amazing and great inspiration to us. Who and what inspires you, Michi?
You know what? People willing to grow and learn and become a better version of themselves inspire me. People that live life from love and not judgment. People that want to continue growing and help other people, because we're all in this together and it's one web. And we weave an intricate part of that web. And if that web just spreads love and health and healing and positivity and good vibes, imagine how powerful. So these are the people that inspire me.
So beautiful.
You know, the people that don't inspire me are the ones that continue getting in their own way.
Yeah.
Because life can be very long, you know?
Yeah.
And otherwise, you know, if health is at play, it can be very short. So you want to make the best of however long a run you have here.
Yeah, so true. So true. And Michi, when you're doing your meals, what's your favorite meal that you like to make
my cheesecake? Listen, I've had a sweet tooth, I think, since I came out of the womb, and it got worse. It got worse when I got Lyme, you know, because disease likes sugar. So I spent 2 years trying to perfect a traditional cheesecake, and I finally got to it. So it brings me such happiness.
Created a cheesecake that is no sugar.
No sugar, but it doesn't have the aftertaste of monk fruit. You know, it balances out where you, in my opinion, you really feel like you're eating a traditional New York cheesecake.
Wow, that's incredible. You deliver all throughout South Florida, right?
Large area of the South Florida territory. So we go as far north as Boca.
Yes.
And as far south as Homestead.
Okay. And then you're coaching people from all over the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do coaching sessions with people in Europe, people in the islands, you know, locally in the US. So yeah, that's really the icing on top.
Science-based evidence shows that the more wellness and self-care tools and techniques that you have, and the more positive daily habits you embrace, then the more you not only learn about yourself and what works best for you in your life, but the better life you will live. It's about empowering yourself with the skills, to live a happier, healthier, and longer life. And I want to share an excerpt from my book, Sonia's Ring 11 Ways to Heal Your Heart. Physical and spiritual well-being is necessary for life and growth. It is what helps to keep us alive, maintains and nourishes love, faith, hope, perseverance, compassion, and kindness. All of this is available for you. So reach out and grab what is yours. Is there any particular message that you would like to make sure we communicate and share with our worldwide audience?
I would love for people to understand the healing benefits of keto and focus more on what it can bring you as far as wellness than losing the weight. Losing the weight on keto is just a consequence, an added bonus. But you can attain great health. In my case, you can come back from the dead. Okay.
Amazing. Such an inspirational story.
By restricting things that just make you sick.
So important.
Yeah.
Mishi, thank you for joining us on TITA Talks. Thank you for discussing the healing power of nutrition, a self-care tool for you. For more information, then please go to www.wellnessworldusa.com and www.titatalks.com. Follow us on Instagram at wellnessworldusa, at TITA Talks Official, at We Love TITA Talks, and at Sonia Tita Puopolo. And for more information about Michelle Areces and Keto Kitchen to Go, please go to www.ketokitchen2go.com and follow her on Instagram for her delicious
Tita, it's been an honor. I'm so touched you had me on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mishi. This has been wonderful.